California Map Society Fall Conference. We're very excited to have you all here today. Thank you so much for joining us on this Saturday morning. Today we've got three speakers, or three presentations, I should say. We have Nick Canis, well known to most of us, who's going to be talking about celestial maps in art. Later, we're going to have Ryan Motke, who's the co-director of the Mapping Prejudice Project. He's going to talk about cartographic activism and the primary sources he uses for that. And then we'll have a quick break, and then we'll come back and we'll have Courtney Scarborough, who's the deputy director of the NCAS, and I believe her graduate student, Nisha Nagoda. Welcome, welcome. And they're going to look at the California kelp grows 1912 and now, which is such an important environmental topic. And I'm so glad we have this diversity of topics today in our conference. So excuse me, as I'm losing my voice, I will pass it over to John Jablonski.
Great. Like Courtney said, this is the second half of our meeting. We decided to split it in half this year for the fall in order so that we're not all sitting in our chairs and losing our protein, as Len said, losing muscle mass. We can get out and be a little bit active for the rest of the day. Also, while I was gonna say, the society skews a little old, but it seems to, our average age seems to be dropping as we do more virtual events, which is great. And also it's really nice to see so many longtime members and past presidents on the call today. If you're interested in becoming more active with the society, this is kind of a renaissance for us. I want to say we've almost tripled the amount of activities that we produce every year. Just yesterday, we had our own student paper competition award winner present. For those of you who weren't able to attend, it was recorded, so it'll be on the David Rumsey Center website shortly. It was a comparison of two maps. It was super interesting. One was I forget his first name, an Urbino map, an Italian guy from the early 1500s, as well as a map drawn by an indigenous Peruvian man from the same time period as part of a long manuscript missive that he was writing to the King of Spain to object to the way that the Spanish were treating the Peruvians. And just like the European Mappamundis, he had Peru at the center of his Cusco actually, as the center of his universe. And I had never seen an indigenous map like this, nor did I know that the student said at the end that there's a variety of indigenous authors who were writing in Spanish that early on, so shortly after contact. So it was just fascinating. I really encourage everyone to take a look at that, read the paper when it gets published in the Calafia. That'll also be posted on our website. We'll have a spring meeting that'll be organized by the folks up north. I'm still drinking my coffee, so I don't remember if we've committed to doing that remotely, or are we still hoping to do that in person? Well, we'll figure that out.
John, the plan is to have it May 1st at the San Francisco Public Library in person. If you do it in person, we will do our best to have a virtual overlay. And if things are not safe, we'll do it as a virtual meeting.
Things are unfortunately starting to get canceled for winter, so I'm losing track of what's going to take place face to face and what's going to take place virtually. But hopefully you all know, those of you who are members, you can check out upcoming events on the website. We always try and publish the schedules in the Calafia, our journal, as well, and send out emails to folks. If you're not a member, we encourage you to join up. And you can do that at the website as well. That's californiamapsociety.org. I can't think of anything else that needs to be done by way of introductions. So why don't we play a quick, with our remaining 2 minutes before we're scheduled to start. Who's furthest today? I heard Rhode Island, and I think I see Alaska. Do I see Alaska here?
John, I think Nick Kennis was saying he had family in Rhode Island, but
Okay.
we have John Doctor from the Washington Map Society. So we get to the eastern seaboard.
Rhode Island's a little further away because it's further north.
Well, but my wife is not here, so I don't know if she counts, but I see Mexico.
We have
And
Mercedes from
Mercedes
Mexico.
in Mexico, yeah. Cambridge might win, being that far away. Mercedes, how far south in Mexico are you?
Very good, thanks.
How
Greetings
far?
from Mexico City.
How far south are you?
How far in the center of Mexico?
Are you in Mexico City? You said.
Yes, I am in Mexico
Okay.
City.
Okay.
Quite
Yeah,
far.
that might be a tie with Boston. I'm not sure.
I see a Cambridge, Massachusetts. It's Chris
Cambridge.
Butler. Chris Butler.
Also called Boston.
Yeah, I think if we do it from I think if we
I'm
do it
Chris from Cambridge.
Cambridge, I think if we do
My
it from
thing off is the road around.
yeah, if we do it from
Welcome.
if we do it
Thank
from
you.
San Francisco, Mercedes might win. If we do it from LA, I think Chris wins. So why don't we call it a tie? Why don't we
Fair
call
enough.
it a tie?